Howdy, ladies and gentlemen. This is Paul, the Redneck Thinker. Thomas Jefferson said, "If you want something you've never had, you must be willing to do something you've never done." Benjamin Franklin said, "Without continual growth and progress, such words as improvement, achievement, and success have no meaning." Basically, get off your duff, get to working, you've got dreams, you've got goals, you've got to do what it takes to get them. Like, subscribe, comment, show what your opinion is. Let me know if you like what you've seen. And I thank you for your support. Howdy, folks. There's a current problem that the U.S. Navy is dealing with right now. There's an article that came out by the AP where the U.S. Navy is having the production of ships, the maintenance of ships, being slowed down because there aren't enough people that are trained in certain tasks. And these aren't difficult tasks. We're talking like welding, being able to do certain types of jobs dealing with this. Now, some of it also is being able to deal with, say, nuclear engine parts. But we're talking specific types of welding or wiring or things of that matter that are tradespeople jobs. Not the jobs that you go to college for, but you go to technical schools for. And this is yet again showing where people like Charlie Kirk and Mike Rowe are being truthful when they say there are things that about colleges that need to be re-examined as to and how we're being educated. And we're going to talk about that here. Now, the Navy's not unusual in having these problems. The shipyards that are building our ships, the shipyards that are maintaining the ships, because ships have to be refitted, new technologies come out, problems arise, parts wear out, those kinds of things. The people that are required to change out these parts or to build these ships are the same as so many other jobs out there. I'm an A+ certified computer technician. Marine Corps trained me to be an electronics technician, and I translated it into becoming an A+ certified computer technician. I enjoy computers. I really do. I don't understand all the software. I don't know how to make things pretty. But to get an A+, I never went to school for it other than my training in the Marine Corps. And mine was a whole different world than computer training. It really was. I learned the basics of electronics. I learned specific electronic devices. Computers were actually quite different. And I learned computers. I learned how to work on computers. I learned the software and everything like that. When I got ready to I'd already been dealing with computers. When I went to take my A+ certification, I'd already been working with computers. I picked up the all-in-one book and I read through it for about a month. The only reason I read through it is because being primarily self-taught in a lot of the things that I did, I didn't know all the terms. Plus, I wanted to know what the test would be like. And mind you, I took the A+ so long ago that mine does not expire. Mine actually is one of the grandfathered in. I will always have an A+ certification. I don't have to retake it. But I didn't have to go to college for it. Most of the people that I have worked beside that are A+ certified, I can always tell who went to some kind of class for it versus those that actually learned it by doing. And that's the problem. Like welding, welding's an amazing thing to learn. I know plenty of people that learned how to weld without going to school. But Everybody keeps saying, oh, you need to go to college for this, or you need to go to the school for that. That's part of a scam. You can get a good job without having to go to college or a technical school sometimes. So when you take a look at all of this, like say a teacher, we need teachers. Well aware we need teachers. These teachers don't get paid that much, but they're having to take on massive debt to get these degrees. And you get paid better when you get more of a degree, like say you go for your master's or whatnot, or your doctorate. But it doesn't mean you're going to get paid enough to pay back all the loans in a timely fashion. And then you've got the scam schools. A friend of mine is a nurse. She was telling me today about there was down in the Fort Lauderdale, Florida area, there were 3 or 4 schools that were set up. Well, they weren't set up necessarily for education. Yes, they were accredited. They could teach you on campus. They were not allowed to teach you via distance learning, online learning. Problem is that yes, they knew that, but they figured out, hey, why don't we set up the classes and for online, not tell anybody they're not accredited. And so you have these students, I think there's almost 8,000 students that are affected by this, that they got their certificate, they passed NCLEX, MCLEX, something like that. It's a test you have to take if you're a nurse. It's a very difficult test from what I have been told. I've been told it is a very difficult test. I've never taken it, so I don't know, but if it's like the A plus, if it's like the test that you would take to get into law school, the bar exam, or more along the lines of if it's a bar exam or something along these lines, you're talking about in-depth tests that you have to really put your time into studying for. And these men and women did all of this, and now they're finding out that they got scammed. They were paying like $17,000. And see, we've got a for-profit education problem on top of the fact of that we're getting all kinds of weird degrees from supposedly reputable colleges as well. And they're not preparing people for actual workplaces. Or, in the case of those nursing schools, then you've got the problem of you're getting scammed, you're going massively into debt, and then find out, no, you didn't actually have this go good for you. Now, I am not saying that education is a scam. What I am saying is we have plenty of jobs out there if you get the right education. Yes, you may want to do other things, but let me tell you something. Go for the jobs that you can do. Look into what you can do and find a way to get in on the ground floor. While you are doing that, hey, you can go to college and get a degree that is more in line. You can learn what degrees that you can get. I hate to tell you, but gender studies is not going to help you get a job. Getting a degree in which you're a doctorate that is an expert on breakdancing does not bring you success. What you need to do in this life, and what we need to start doing, is start getting people working in industries on the ground level. Quit thinking that you need to start at a higher level. Don't think that being on the ground level is that bad. And learn what degrees will actually help you. And in this case, going to college may not be your best bet if you're wanting to get into, say, shipbuilding or whatnot. If you're wanting to become a computer programmer, you don't have to go to college. Some of the best programmers out there never went to college. A computer science degree does not equal you being able to get a job. Knowing how to program does. if you're getting a nursing degree, be careful what you're getting into on that one. At almost 8,000 nurses are being taken out of the workforce. When we need them, they're being taken out of the workforce. Education needs to be re-examined in this country, and there's way too many people getting scammed and being put into the wrong positions. So just think about this, because when you're talking to your kids, or if you're young enough and still going to get a degree, hey, there are much better solutions than the ones that you think are out there. Examine everything. Quit thinking that you should get a gender studies degree, or not, or make fun, or that you should make fun of somebody who goes to a technical school to learn how to weld. Figure it out. There's much cheaper ways than what we're doing now. Folks, I just want to say thank you for listening. I want to thank you for taking your time. I want to hear what your comments are about what you think on this topic, because your comments are what's important, not necessarily mine. I don't care if you're Republican. I don't care if you're conservative. I don't care if you're liberal. I don't care if you're Democrat. I want to hear your opinion on these topics. I want to thank you yet again for listening to my video. Like, subscribe, and all that other hoopla. This has been Paul, the Redneck Thinker. Y'all have a good day now. Bye.